Welcome to the UTMB World Series Finals. Welcome back to the channels, folks. I'm Rob and this is Rob is Running. This week's video, we are throwing it back to the UTMB World Series Finals in Chamonix, France. What a fantastic week it was out in Chamonix. I was lucky enough to have my mum come over from New Zealand to crew for me, along with my wife in support as well. We flew out there on the Monday morning. As you know, nice easy flight from London to Chamonix. A few queues when we got to Geneva, but quick enough we were in the rental car and on our way to Chamonix. During this week I was lucky enough to be supported by Altra Running as part of their Chamonix crew for the World Series Finals, and as part of one of those competitions with Altra, I won to stay a trip at the Cristal De Jade, which is where all the Altra athletes were staying as well, so it was a fantastic opportunity there for me. Little view of the hotel as we come through here. So this is just the reception. As you can see, it's very much laid out like a chalet. Beautiful, warm, inviting, loads of wood, and then we're into the room. A great 2-bedroom apartment that we're staying in. Everything that you'd expect within these fantastic facilities. And the views on the balcony, absolutely stunning. We loved it every morning, sitting out here and having a coffee. Also within the facilities, a great place to recover. Nice indoor swimming pool. They also had a sauna, steam room, and then outside here we had a nice little balcony, which was a great little sun trap, even though the weather was quite fresh at the time. And as with most places in Chamonix, the views were absolutely outstanding. But that was enough of the hotel. Monday, we quickly headed into town, like everyone does, straight in to the UTMB village. Short stop in the village, pick up a nice hoodie, and it was time for a little shakeout run for myself from that short flight. Once that little shakeout run was done, it was back home to relax for the evening. Day 2, as I said, out on the balcony, started every morning with a great coffee here, just relaxing before getting into the day. And today's day, a nice little shakeout run with the team at Sun God. If you've ever been to UTMB Finals weekend, there are shakeout runs every day all over the place, so definitely a great time to get involved. Finished off with a few pastries, and then it was time to check in for my race, CCC. Obviously you have to go and check out the track at Chamonix, it is fantastic. Then it's back into town, have to have a nice little ice cream there. Mum really enjoyed hers. Then on Wednesday I had a great catch up with Altra in the morning, and then in the afternoon was back at the village for another shakeout run, this time with the Altra crew. Crushing the trails, not my toes. We timed the weather pretty well because the rain started coming in that afternoon, and then we're into Thursday. There's something going on outside. Apparently some guy called Jim is finishing a race.
Oh, c'est cette finale. Mesdames et messieurs, le dernier dimanche, vers les bonheurs, vers le triomphe final, et non,
it's the excitement of Jim finishing first. Headed back to the hotel, put my feet up and rest for race day tomorrow. There'll be another video coming out for race day very shortly, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and we'll get that video to you as soon as we can. Saturday came along and it was time to watch Tom Evans come in first place for the big race. Sitting here watching the UTMB finishes coming in, and we've got a couple of PTL finishes. Bravo! 300 kilometers. We then spent the afternoon watching hundreds of finishes of the full UTMB come across that finish line. So inspirational. Saw some doggos, and then on the Sunday it was time to change hotels as we had one more extra night in Chamonix. After being so dazed from Saturday, this Sunday was a great time to relax. There was a beautiful steam room and a sauna, and obviously we took advantage of all these facilities, including the fantastic views as you get from every hotel in Chamonix. Spend the time in the pool, a nice little bit of active recovery just to get the legs moving again and get the blood flowing to help with that recovery. Then it was into town, another massive dinner in town, still really busy and exciting going on. And then it was time to leave Chamonix, head back to Geneva, get a flight back to London. I'd just like to really thank Mum and my wife Donna for coming over on this trip and supporting me in my race. It was really great to have that support out there, and hang about and we'll show you a little bit of what's been coming up in the future. I love the spicy first climb. The rain has started. We'll see you in the next one.